Morning, Mr. Lee. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Really appreciate the opportunity for us to have this conversation. Right.
Happy to.
First of all, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what got you started PreceptsGroup?
Well, I was a former lawyer in practice until 2004, and I was certainly looking at the next phase of my working career. And the opportunity came for me really when I joined British and Malayan Trustees as its chief executive. That was in 2006.
So, what has been the challenges so far when you started up?
Back then, we were really a small company, and I was really kind of a one-man show, managing every aspect of the startup. People that we met along the way were always wondering, were we going to be a sustainable company? So it was a lot of hard work to convince them that this was the inception of a great business. And I like to think that we were like growing and investing in something like a durian plantation. When you draw up a will for a client, it's not going to pass on tomorrow. It takes years. And if you're talking about them setting up their family trusts, it's intended for the long, long haul.
I'm sure there are a lot of challenges in the beginning, but what kept you going? What is the main driving force?
Well, the main drive was that I had a team of people that believe in what we were doing. And of course, our model also encompassed working with people who will join us as estate practitioners. So we spend a lot of time with them to train them, to give them updates on the changes in estate planning laws, what's coming up.
So in building up PreceptsGroup up to this point, what do you think has been your greatest achievement?
Things are always changing, and now after some 16 years of the group, I can say that we were probably on the right path. It's still in the works, but we set about looking to build a platform, an ecosystem that could support people who wanted to work with us in estate planning and trusts. From the time of the person wanting to work with us as an estate practitioner, there's a lot of training, there's a lot of support, there's a lot of interaction, and presently we deal with more than 750 or 800 of these estate practitioners. So even 16-year-old company, and if I compare that with British and Malayan Trustees, who are now the stakeholders in PreceptsGroup, they are going to be a 100-year-old business, and that's great. And that's why I've ventured together with them in the next phase as part of my succession.
What is your plan for PreceptsGroup in 10 years' time?
And in 10 years' time, I would like to think that we will be seen as a very credible, reputable estate planning and trust company with solid people who are able to deal with high-end complex matters, and certainly not ignoring the mass affluent market that we would be continuing to dominate that market space.
So what do you think is a good succession plan for your company?
Well, we are in estate planning, so succession planning should be our forte. So the current leaders will need to step up. The current leaders will need to groom their teams, and we would like to think that the business will multiply manifold.
If you can impart 3 lessons to your team of leaders, what will these 3 lessons be?
Well, in this business, it's all about trust and relationships. We are here to provide the solutions, and we have our roles to carry out, to give him the support, to help him achieve his objectives. So that visualization could put us in our respective places to act in our roles successfully. Second lesson to impart to the leaders is that I always say that it is important to listen to the ground. We have to be open to listen to even the junior staff, because they see things that sometimes leaders don't, because they are dealing with some specific issues and problems that we may be distant from. And the number 3 takeaway is that we gave our group the name the PreceptsGroup, and that stands for Principles and Guidelines. So that means that we really have to walk the talk. We need to ensure complete integrity and being extremely diligent in what we do. When it comes to money matters, we need to have those processes, audit trails, etc., to give that confidence to the client.
What has been your greatest fulfillment in building up PreceptsGroup?
It's fulfilling because looking back over the years, when I decided to leave practice, there were a lot of questions. Family will ask, well, you're a lawyer, why are you going into this? But now 20 years on, I have no regrets having left practice. In any case, I've been utilizing my legal skill sets very much in this business. It's fulfilling in the sense that we are providing a service that is very close to the hearts of the client. It's dealing with a very confidential and intimate aspect of their lives, planning for their families and their beneficiaries. And we get a great sense of fulfillment when we do that.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Joe.
And please help yourself to the pastries.
You too.